See. What up, y'all? Mr. Mardoober here. Welcome back to Mardoober Mondays. We're a little late getting started. I'll get my chat windows up here so I can keep an eye on what y'all are talking about, what's going on. Ghost should be with us soon. Hopefully our video quality's good and everything's decent. I need to, you know what? Bear with me one moment, folks. I will be right back. I got to grab something to smoke on because I left my stash in the other room. I'm back. I don't know if I get my sound on. So we're gonna be poofing on a little bit of good old Lefty's dark helmet here. Oh, now I can pull up chat. I can close this. So as some of you who've been watching know, I mean, I know I don't have anybody watching right now, but we don't follow a super strict format here on Mardoober Mondays. This isn't that kind of show. We're not here to just share knowledge and you know, definitely talk about some cannabis related topics and whatnot. But you know, I feel that working yourself into that corner where you only have a certain topic to work on, and you up in a corner with only that one topic to work on. I don't like to be there. So I like to keep it open. I mean, I kind of like the format style of like, you know, oh shit, Pedro and Dizzy. No, looks like Ghost is on his way. Here he comes to save the day. Let's see if I can get a chat window open here in a minute, and then I can see if anybody's actually tuning in. So, like many of you right now, I am stuck in trim jail, except in my kind of instance, it's more like trim prison, trim long-term. I'm stuck here for a while. I got a lot of trimming to do. My first run having to deal with, you know, pounds and pounds instead of ounces. So, new for you. Let's see if we can get over to YouTube. So, as some of you are aware too, now we've got a couple of viewers in our chat. Oh, do we have Ghost?
We do indeed. I'm just trying to figure out why Hangouts is still being weird and not letting me transfer the speakers stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's Hangouts for you. Always acting weird.
Yeah, it's odd.
Let's see if I can get. I'm coming, chat. I'm coming, chat. I see we had a couple viewers in there for a second. Let's pause that. Pop chat out. We should be good to go.
Maybe I can get my laptop hooked up here.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. I don't know why, man.
I was just saying to the freaking group that, what up, Kevin Brennan?
Hangouts used to have this little button on cell phones to where you could, you know, play it through your speakers. But now it is gone after this recent iOS update.
That's why I don't do Apple.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice at this point in time. I already got it. Oh no. Dropping
I
things.
have no choice in the matter, huh?
Yeah,
It is what it is.
It is what it is at the moment. All right. Oh yeah.
So how had the rest of the seafood festival go?
Oh, good, man. I actually wound up not going to it.
It went really well,
out.
so well that I didn't even have to show up.
Yeah, I went and took a bunch of pictures the first couple days, and I was satisfied with what I got. Like, not gonna lie, like fat people don't make the best background, so it was a lot better in theory than it was in practice. It's like, man, look at this really attractive woman with fat people as her background.
It happens,
though.
There's
Turn into little bokeh balls. Yeah.
I like the recent move towards making plus size models. I think that's a hot new trend.
Yeah. I mean, hey, by all means, it is a good thing. Like, lots of people are fat. Like, this is what you would look like in that article of clothing, fat lady. Like,
for real, for you.
That doesn't necessarily mean like I enjoy it. I'm not a fat lady, so. But
I'm a fat.
Each their own. They should be included. Have Fat People magazine, whatever.
So cheers to y'all watching. Y'all, one of you, two of you, whoever's all jumped in here. I had a couple people on Instagram hit me up going, "Oh, what's going on? What time's the stream?" It's coming. Bear with me.
It's here.
I'm always running late, like every other stoner in the world.
Yep. I was like, I think this seems how like I'm on the different time zone. I was like, I think it's sometime soon. I always feel like it's like sometimes I get the hour wrong and like I'm an hour late. It's like, oh shit.
An hour late's better than not showing at all.
That's true. Better late than never.
Ooh. Oh yeah, is what it is. I don't have a real super topic for today. What up, bro, bud? But I figured once people started showing up, everybody was going to be like, well, what happened with the grow tube?
Be like, it exploded.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but Dago did put his channel back up, minus a few videos last night.
Yeah, rightfully so. Okay, so it's basically what, I thought he'd be doing and making sure that he doesn't have too much personal information available. Just in case someone does want to visit Dago. They are not able to.
Well, I'd love to go visit him at the Cup or something, and let me meet.
Yeah, but you don't want some random person showing up at your house being like, I seen your kids playing hockey in the street. Just like, you don't want that. Yeah.
Well, this is like what we were talking about, capitas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Growbud's asking about auto flowers. Is that correct, Growbud? You asking if we like auto flowers? I personally haven't run any auto flowers. I don't know. Did you ever run any autos, Ghost?
Nope. I've never really had the reason to, seeing as I grow indoors, so
yeah,
I control that.
A lot of indoor growers like the autos, and I can understand where they're coming from as far as less hassle because you don't have to change your light periods.
It seems to be a lot of European growers grow auto flowers.
Run 18.6 all the time, and it kind of removes that hassle, and you don't have to worry about light stresses as much because even if they get extra light, they'll still pull through. The only issue for me with autos is that you can't really get them trained as well because they have that clock ticking. Once the beans are popped, you can't take cuts and keep them and move forward and reuse them. It's kind of a one-off done deal.
Yeah, you kind of just get what you get. But so, at the same time, that's kind of cool though. If you're like not wanting to be as involved with your grow, if you're just like, shit, I got stuff to do. I just want to have a grow going on in the background. If you got your system dialed in, you can just pop some auto flowers and call it a day.
You don't want to keep a stable grow bud. Totally, auto flowers are the way to go. If you don't want to keep cuts around and have to keep cloning and remothering, or if you don't have a homie that can hook you up with cuts or something, definitely autos are a good way to go because you can just run them and ditch them and run them and ditch them again.
Yeah.
Definitely find a good auto flower vendor. I know there's a few out there that are better than some others.
Mephisto, I hear really good things about.
Yes, the Mephistos. What was the other one I heard of that was a really good auto?
Oh man, something zombie. I think it was something zombie. I don't know. I've got some auto flower seeds that I need to pop.
There you go. See, you've actually got some beans you can play with.
Yeah, I do. But I mean, like, I'd have to just do a full-on auto flower run because, well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't. Technically, they just kind of accept whatever you give them.
Yep, so, tuck them in the corner of your veg tent. That was a side project.
I could. I should have been popping auto flowers this past like month that I've just kind of been slacking.
And then, oh look, they're coming up. Oh look, they're
dude. They would almost be done. They would almost be done.
And judging by what's going on, you're like grown themselves,
dude. I don't know what. I figured out what it was though. That how they were still alive. So I left that little side vent open. Like the side flaps so you can get some air in there. And it was just from my curtains by there. Like, I had blackout curtains on there, but like a small sliver of light was able to peek around the corner and somehow like bounce in there just enough to keep a plant alive.
Once a little bit of light had made it in there, the reflectivity of the inside of the tent. What up, Jeff Greendale?
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, that was surprising. But it's like, damn, man. Gun Bunny just doesn't want to die. Like, it just goes. It doesn't even need light. It just grows.
Well, the amount of light plants need to survive is vastly different from the amount of light that plants need to thrive.
Oh, so, most certainly. And you better believe that thriving is not taking place in that tent right now. Like,
with a lot
I tried
to
kill them all off.
I just that are underlighting their growth. You know what I mean? This is like the same discussion they were having the other day on the tube panel. Was that like, yeah, sure, you can get a Mars Hydro in there and it'll grow pot.
Yeah,
for sure, it works.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get some
Mars size medical grower. What's up, dude?
Yeah, no doubt. You could throw in like, you could grow your plants under some 150 watt, little seedling lights or whatnot. That doesn't mean that it's gonna like flower good or do anything that you're happy with. It's a plant. It's a weed. It grows under lots of terrible conditions. Growing it well is what we're trying to do.
You and I both started first on Reddit.
Yeah.
And in microbrewery, I've seen some guys in there with like 40 bulb CFL systems.
With what?
Just power strip and extension cord and Y socket, million CFLs and growing fire. I mean, like I saw some really impressive grows built out of it looked awful. It was cord gore everywhere, just like freaking extension cords plugged into surge strips. But with the amount of low wattage that they're pulling, sure, there's more efficient ways to do it without creating so much heat. But like, I'm looking at these guys dollars, and they're in some like third world nation growing fucking dank in a closet. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yep, exactly. Like, yeah, microgrewer and space buckets will teach you how to do some MacGyver level growing of like, it's like making prison hooch. What about Dark Helmet?
I'm smoking on some Dark Helmet. Jeff Green's in chat. I don't know if you can see chat. I'm monitoring chat on the laptop.
I'm trying to get my laptop going, and
I got the desktop doing the. I'm getting there. I'm not like freaking straight up grow tube level yet, but the Doober Den is getting to the point where like I have some connections. I have some ways to do this stuff now.
Yeah, you definitely getting there. Okay, let's see.
No,
I just need to still not. I wish, man. This thing is not going to work for me. Whatever, laptop will work. I think.
Technical difficulties are always the name of the game when it comes to doing anything on the internet, as far as I know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, I know you've been taking a break, Ghost, from.
Yeah, I went into a little bit of a recess just because, I mean, I'm a personal grower, right? Like, you know, I don't grow for anyone else.
Like,
I was.
really,
like,
I got a lot of weed here. Man, if I get busted with all this weed,
I mean, I have to stay below a certain point, just because, like, you know, I get too much, and it's a lot harder to believe that it's for myself.
Yep.
And, you know, wrong place,
yep.
Wrong state, wrong side of history. So
there's a lot of people that are in your situation where they're somewhere where they would like to medicate. It's somewhat tolerable in their area, even if it's not legal. There's like an understanding.
I'm in the amount of, like, if I were to get in trouble, it's still a lot of trouble, but it's not like, it's kind of like going and getting deployed.
You're not going to prison. It's the difference.
I mean, 8 to 23 months is what you'd be facing.
Someone special's got it here. He's talking kind of about what we were talking about earlier. Those $2,000 LEDs are not required to grow dank. Yeah, you can totally grow dank underneath some freaking $100 or $200 Chinese. Now, are they going to last as long? Are the cops going to work as efficiently? Probably not. About the freaking CFL grows. You can grow under any configuration that you can make plants to thrive in, and it doesn't really matter. We were talking about Dirtman Dan the other day, right? And his little freaking ML2 boxes.
Oh yeah, he's got some crazy little tiny boxes.
They cost like $100 to set up, or $150 to set up. And sure, you're only going to grow.
He does those.
But like,
he's got his big old outdoor garden, or his greenhouse, and he's got the little boxes. I always forget about the little boxes.
Little boxes on the hillside.
Man, why is this thing not? What's going on here? If it involves technology and me, it's not working.
So during your recess, though, you've been picking up kind of another trade that was.
Like, it was a snowball, man. Like, so I got back into photography because I wanted to take higher res pictures of herb so I could get more followers on Instagram. And then, like, I was like, man, why am I only using this expensive camera to take pictures of nugs? I was like, I should go outside. It's like, I'll just get baked and go outside and take pictures of stuff. And like, it snowballed, man. And now I'm like going and taking pictures of everything. Like, somehow it's snowballed crazily. Yeah. It's like, I love growing and I love taking pictures. And now, now I do both. Get really baked and go and, take pictures of stuff. Professional photography. That's what it's turned into.
See, that's interesting because I got kind of approached yesterday. I used to do graphic design, as you're aware, for a long time. And I'm not working my day job anymore. I've kind of retired into the life of a casual grower. And I don't know, whatever. I'm doing some things, but nothing like super impressive. So I got hit up by a old friend who goes, "Oh, you used to do all my graphic design work. Are you still doing graphic design work?" And I'm like, "Well, I can. I mean, I still got my computer and all my software and stuff. Sure, yeah.
I got the time if you got the money."
So now I've got a local candy shop here, regular candy, not medicated candy.
Yeah.
But I got a local candy shop up here that's like, "Oh, dude, I want you to freaking like design and shoot my whole new catalog." And I'm like, "Thank God, I just have some decent photo equipment now."
Hell yeah. Yep.
Not as decent as yours, but still, it'll do the trick.
Dude, man.
On my iPhone, it looks good.
Yeah, like, trust me, camera equipment is just like such a deep rabbit hole. Like, man, yeah, it hurts. It hurts real bad buying camera equipment. It's like, okay,
well,
especially at the level I'm at, because I'm trying to get my name out there. So I've been doing a ton of stuff for free, like just to build a portfolio. Like,
I got a buddy who just got approached, and like Cali Medical here is saying in the chat that he just got hit up by a dispensary out here in Cali, saying it's hard for them to find meds that are clean. And that's the issue, is even in Cali, people think that like out here everything's freaking like, you know, super duper freaking high quality, on point, on deck. It's not. You know what I mean? There's a lot of garbage floating around out there, and there's a lot of people out
there. There's always going to
just
be the
trying
people
to
that
pass
just want to, that just want to make the dollar. They don't care about the quality or the product.
That's I got another friend who he just turned down. I just talked to him the other day, and he said he's not going to do it, but he was offered a 500 light warehouse.
Damn.
500 thouies, like 500 double end thouies in a 50,000 square foot warehouse or something. I mean, freaking stupid.
Jesus.
Huge. Like, well, that's great and all, and sure, we could make money, but it's going to be mids. You can't manage that many
dude,
cattle.
I wouldn't even. Like I've thought about it. It's like, what is the maximum size that at my level I feel I could still grow fire? And like, in all honesty, I don't think I'd want to get above like 2 8x8s or 2 4x8s or something. Like, basically what
a couple hundred
what Lefty
is all one person can really manage indoors. And this is the thing that we always said in the kitchen too. A chef can make a freaking meal that'll blow you away, but if you got to serve 1,000 of those meals, you got to get a team of people to do it. So it's not about how awesome the food can be; it's about how consistent it can be. You start losing,
no doubt.
You start losing that quest for quality in order to maintain a certain consistency, which is expected of you.
Yeah, I mean, even in smaller restaurants, man, in order to get the meals to that quality, they have multiple different chefs all, working together to make that one meal. You got sous chefs, you got, the head chef, like.
So if you want to push out quantity, then you've got to either build a dream team of everybody who wants to work together. And that's why I think, Ocean Grown has been so successful with what they've done, is because they've built a real good team of individuals. And this kind of goes back to like some of the drama on frickin' GrowTube lately, and kind of some of the drama that we've had in our own groups in the past. And I'm sure if any of y'all out there in chat, growers group, shit happens, man. And we were talking about this yesterday. Your circle.
It's unfortunate too. Like, you would think everything would just be hunky dory in a group of growers. Like, we're all,
Well, that's what like Shrimp was saying yesterday. This is weed. I mean, like, for real? Are we talking about this? This is pot. I mean, we're in the pot world. We're supposed to be chill.
Yep. But some people just aren't, man. Like, that's just the way it is. Like,
and especially when you're dealing with large numbers. And this is something, I came from working a tourist place where 9 months of the year we get to chill and do good work. And then 3 months of the year we go freaking batshit crazy and have to serve million people. And that's kind of the same way. It's funny because like that was all based around harvest.
Yeah.
And harvest time. And this is also a trade that is also based around harvest time. So if you got greenhouses or indoor, there's this spot where you've got a lot of weight coming in all at once. What up, Warnock? 69 Triple X. Cheers, brother. Sorry, I gotta say hi to chat, man. If you hear me stop mid thought ghost and like go completely left, somebody new popped up in chat and we're saying hi.
Yeah, I just got my computer. Up. So I'm about to pull up the the chat, so I can see.
Jeff Ghost is coming to chat. He'll be there in a second.
I will be there.
Don't have a super high latency chat, so you guys are probably like at least 12 to 30 seconds out because like my internet's garbage. Hardline here. Last week we did it from the TIE Fighter, and I rewatched that video and I was like, oh my god, my fucking quality was so terrible. And it's really good that I have a co-host because my internet up here where I'm at tends to just fall off every once in a while. Just gone. Where'd it go? Oh, there's no internet. And so freaking last week that happened, and freaking Lefty's in there freaking going, oh no, I got this. He just keeps going for a couple of minutes until my internet comes back. And then I pop back and I'm like,
like, oh, hey, welcome back. Oh, man.
And yes, Callie's asking about videos. I think everybody on our little panel here is working on getting channels back up and running in some form or fashion, or at least, good Instagram feeds again. I know Ghost posted a couple of really popular videos in the past. Probably.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
That first video has probably got a bit of traction. You're probably getting close to your thousands of things, huh?
For what? My fault? What? Hold on.
Well, your 10K views or whatever you got to get for YouTube to jack you off.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I haven't looked at my YouTube followers in months. Last I checked, I had like 12.
You might be surprised what happens even in months of absence.
I don't know. I have to look. If this is the weirdest thing, man.
Back on track. We are all kind of working on getting more content together here in the not terribly distant future. So yes, Ghost will probably have some more sick ass videos coming up
eventually. Very soon. Yeah, 4K quality. Eventually I will get talked into this again.
Yeah.
I need to.
We know you're the man with the plan.
Yeah, I need to.
The man with the cam.
Let's see here.
Lefty's got a freaking big project going on right now too.
Dude, he does. Man, he really does.
He just redid his whole grow room. Went down there. I wired him in helped him wire in a 100 amp panel for his room. So now he's got
so jealous about that.
Oh yeah, he was so happy too. He just plugged in banks of lights and everything just started firing up.
Did he manage to get his situation with the heat under control though?
Yes. All he had to do was get him out of the tents.
Oh, so his room is just now just straight up room, like no more tents in the room.
I was like hard build, man. If you're just gonna do it, just do it in the whole room. Spread it out. You got more room for everything to move. Working, I think, this week on moving his AC up. We were having that. He's got that same style of portable AC that I do with a lot of people get that has the little freaking hose that comes out of it, 6 or 8 foot hose, 10 foot hose, or whatever. That's the exhaust.
Oh yeah.
And they always give you this crappy clear hose that very fitting that clicks onto it. And it's never light safe. It's always a piece of crap. So you got to sleeve it in another hose or two.
Yep. That is definitely true. And that always sucks when you find out something you thought was light safe is, the cause of lots of light leaks and herming.
So we're gonna I gave him the advice to move his AC up onto a crate or shelf and direct out the window with no kinks, no hose, no nothing. I mean, just use that little piece of proprietary hose or whatever, but just shoot it right out the back of the window. That way there's no restriction, there's no light leaks, and it's kind of operating more like a window AC with a much lower profile vent.
Yeah, that's a good call. The more
is it a good neighborhood?
Around and moves.
Why these fools got window ACs on second floor freaking windows of a house that's in the central AC running?
Yeah. I know the feeling on that one. My room, I've got portable ACs connected to it just because damn AC on the house
bunch
is
of
big enough to keep up with.
Yep.
Yeah. Just isn't big enough to keep up.
And that's the kind of thing that raises flags too when you got big old ACs hanging out the windows everywhere. Unless you're in a really ghetto neighborhood where that's total SOP. Yeah, I feel you, Jeff, dude. Freaking moving sucks. I luckily haven't had to move yet, but I know several people that have, and it's no fun.
Let's see. I'm gonna check now to see how many subscribers I have. because I shouldn't have many.
I
Not
wouldn't.
on YouTube.
I wouldn't be shocked if you were over 100.
I have 101.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's not like
And that was from
a high
12
number, but I have
last
one
time you
video,
checked.
so yeah, I only have one video.
You had 2, didn't you? Did you pull one down?
I had 2 of them, but I deleted the first one because the information was wrong, and I don't really want to give out like bad info.
Rather than editing it and everything.
Well, just the whole thing was wrong. I don't know. Tissue culture is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, and I haven't seen since the initial runs y'all did with it. I haven't seen anything come out of Self's channel.
No, I don't know what happened to him, man.
It's not
surprising.
Really
don't know what happened.
Look, somebody in chat just subbed you, homie. See, this is Cali Medical Grow. This is what we're talking about. YouTube jacks you off. When you get enough people and enough videos and enough traction, then YouTube starts helping.
Yeah, that hasn't happened with me yet, though. One day.
You're almost there, man.
Well, I'm not really into like YouTube videos, to be totally honest with you. Like, I don't really care if I have any YouTube followers because, I don't really need to be putting out videos.
Platform to share knowledge, and this is a topic I did want to really touch on because freaking everybody's beefing on, and we were talking about this the other day, how we've kind of, we still check out GrowTube and all, but like we've kind of moved on because it's all they're rehashing old knowledge, and a lot of people are saying that, and a lot of people are going, oh, it's just the same thing over again. I want interesting stuff. I want new information. I don't care if it gets nerdy or deep or dark or whatever. I want to learn. I came here to learn.
Yeah, and I think that might be why I kind of I don't know, dropped off a little bit. Because you can only watch so many videos on the same subject before you just don't care anymore. Like I love all the people that I follow on YouTube. Like I love their videos. It's just in all honesty, I don't care what your garden looks like. Random person, I've seen it 5,000 times, and you're talking about the same thing. Like today's episode's on I watered today, and it's just it's great for someone that's just starting to grow that needs to see day to day what you do. But after a while, it's not master growers, but I doubt master growers are watching each other grow every single day on YouTube.
You're wrong. You're wrong. The real master growers. The people. And I hate that fucking term.
I hate that term too, especially since I don't know any.
I hate the term master grower. I don't like anybody who likes to call themselves a master. I do not purport myself to be any sort of. I actually got into a small, I wouldn't call it a beef, but I got into a little Instagram discussion through DM with a guy that I've met in real life.
Yep.
He apparently thought that I was hyping myself up more than, I don't know, and that I was portraying myself. And I go, man, if you go back and watch any of my content, any of my videos, I say from the beginning that this whole indoor growing thing is new to me. Back in the day when I used to grow before I got caught up. I was in this game.
Yep.
And then I fell out for 10 years and then I came back. You know what I mean? It's yeah, I'll be a master baiter, Callie, anytime, dude. But I will not be a master grower. Master growers never claim the title. Never. They understand
the 75-year-old hippies out in the mountain that have been growing since day one.
And they don't share nothing with nobody, hardly at all.
Yeah,
unless you stumble across them. They're cool beans with them. But they're not out there shouting from the mountaintops how they do it. And I've seen a lot of these old hippies. And I've taught some of these old hippies some new things too, because I'm like, that's the real thing that makes you a master is your willingness to listen to others' ideas and maybe try them.
Yeah, and I think that's more of a job title than an actual how are you? You can master a certain technique of growing, a certain style, but are you gonna have mastered them all?
Yeah, Miami Mango.
Master grower can grow any style.
You know what I mean? They do what they do, and they do it. It works for them.
Yeah.
but some of the techniques that they use are the kinds of things that I would never recommend to somebody who's a novice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because that's going to cause you all kinds of, like Shrimp was saying, oh man, yeah, you could strip down, commercial clone cuts like that have been stabilized and matured enough that they're fine. But if you tried doing those same techniques to a bag seed or a paid seed that you bought that was not feminized, you could, or even a feminized one, you could cause all kinds of freaking stresses.
Yeah, the hormones are too high in seedlings, and the shit just gets thrown off of balance too easily. So I mean, yeah, it may work. Like it may work at certain times, but at other times it might not. Like,
I mean, hell, look at it. I hate to take this turn, but it always seems like Mardoober Mondays does. Same shit's going on in society. We're letting kids play around with what gender they want to be to the point where like they shouldn't have a choice in that yet. Like, give them a minute. You know what I mean? Stop telling that little boy he could be a little girl because like he's 10, and if he wants to wear a dress from time to time, that's fine. But he's too young to make that choice. And same thing with your plants. They're too young to make that choice yet. So like, give them a minute. Let them grow up. Don't start training them like they're anything until they've proven what they really are.
Yep, no doubt. Like, I mean, I'm
RF3. All right, you slipped through in chat.
I've had plants that
Thank you for the love. I think this is the most. We've got 9 viewers. We got a half dozen people in chat. This is awesome. Best live stream ever.
Yeah. Quality, not quantity. I need pizza.
Yeah, it's like I know almost everybody here in chat, and I like watch their shit and freaking, you know what I mean? Follow them. I'm like, oh yeah. We talk. That's cool shit. And I'm RF3. You're new, but we'll get to know each other, brother.
Ooh. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. So, I hope the GrowTube Roundtable stuff just blows over.
Well, I mean, we've kind of been given that on no uncertain terms that everything will be back to normal. Just wait and see is the words I have heard from several Titans. Though some people seem to have. Yes, Kevin. Ghost and I are both on the beta roster. We're working on getting Lefty there. We're kind of unofficial side squad.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kevin, we do work a little with Ocean Grown.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we're on a payroll. So.
But yes,
they give me seeds, I grow them.
We do carry
if they
these.
are awesome, I let them know. If they're not, I let them know.
That's how it works.
That basically that's all it is. There's really no magical anything to being a tester. In fact, it's a little bit more of a pain than you would imagine it to be. It's not glory.
That's why I say it's work. And people be like, every once in a while you see a little hate or a little freaking like gun bump and pop out. And I go, hey man, of course I'm gonna rep these guys. I work for them.
Yep. Like, I mean, it's fun. Actually, it's fun. It's just
not in my stable. Ghost has rift seeds, I believe, but I don't think you've popped them yet, have you?
What? For
your rift, ones? You do possess rift seeds, don't you?
Oh yeah, I've got Alien Rift IBL and the normal Rift. The IBL I really want to pop. That's the inbred line.
See, right before all that bullshit, y'all got like dropped on heavy and hard.
I did, and then I killed them all, dude. I murdered a like $500 worth of tester seeds. So, yeah, that one happened. Being a tester isn't always fun, guys. Sometimes you've got to message Shrimp and Ninja and be like, hey, bro, you remember all them seeds you just sent me? Just murdered them. What up? Like, yeah, sometimes shit happens. Like, You know, like you'll be like,
That's
oh
why.
man, this soil's all good, everything's all good to go, and then like you happen to find out that something was toxic, and yeah, I
Well,
planted them all in toxic soil.
this goes
They
back
all
to
died.
kind of what they were talking about the other day, that it's about stabilizing, as introducing as few new factors as possible. So especially when you're trying out a new run, new beans, you know what I mean? You one new factor
Yep.
there. When you try and like the TIE Fighter for me, and I know you love to experiment too, Ghost, and that's where we all kind of tie together, is we have a passion for like figuring out and seeing what the benefits and I get people all the time and they go, hey, have you ever run like this? And I go, no, I haven't, but I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
Like
there's lots of
I'd love
styles
to
I
actually
want to
practice.
run. Like I'd love
I've
to
tried
do,
now when people ask, I can be like, yeah, I've done soil, yeah, I've done no-till, yeah, I've done, you know what I mean, I've done cocoa, I've
yep.
done Grodan, and that way I have a wider knowledge base. And I hate to say it, I really feel like through my little trials, as far as methodology, besides genetics and all goes, that's a whole nother discussion. But like we were talking to Loki the other day about how I'm drifting towards clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll feel you
Top
on that
fender,
one.
bottom end, keep that shit clean.
Yep.
There's
I think
stuff
that's,
in it.
I think like I might go towards that just because, well, I was all about no-till. I mean, like anyone that's seen my, you know, Instagram and seen that, like I was all about it, but I did not, I don't know, like when it killed off $500 of tester seeds,
When Kelly
due to
and
it
RF's
becoming
phone's
toxic,
done.
then that kind of like put a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth because like before then I was like, it's so magical, like it just grows. I mean, it doesn't. It takes a lot more to that. You got to add things at the right time and everything, and
While
it's not magical.
I'm not here to clown on, for down that road lies flat Earth and organite too.
Dude, it is. Yeah, no, it's just like it makes
I
sense
mean,
though.
like,
Like it makes sense when you read it on the scientific level. You're like, okay, yeah, let's emulate nature. It makes
have you
sense.
seen those? Have you seen those freaking machines?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
The resonance machines that the
Oh,
growers are
fuck
using?
yeah. That's the dumbest shit
What
ever.
the hell is that? Like, I'm gonna put this machine out in my freaking grow room or field or whatever, and it's gonna like make better vibes. And it's just like a bunch of
Well, I
jangling
mean,
metal,
you
and it
probably
seems
also got to make sure you charge your spirit crystals under the
it's
full
a
moon.
total Rube Goldberg device. And I was listening to a guy who was like a freaking student or UC music teacher, and he's like, yeah, these install them for you and harmonically balance them and everything for what they're saying that is happening to actually happen. If they're shipping it to you and letting you just install it, plug and play, then yeah, that motherfucker, no. It's not creating any frequencies that are going to do anything amazing. Not unless
I would like to see like some sort of scientific proof of anything they're claiming. Like, if it does do something, like, is it worth the $10,000 that these damn machines cost? Because like they are expensive as fuck.
And I hate to say it, it looks like a huge Rube Goldberg device.
Dude, it looks like a huge one of those like the fucking like those cults and stuff that use like they make like brass like sculptures like pyramids and like weird crystal looking jewelry things. And they're like, this
Later,
helps
Jeff
you
Green.
like harmonize with the universe better. Like it's only $8,000. Buy this and you can, turn into a lizard.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a unique perspective on this, having been raised in a cult that
Yes.
participated
Yes.
heavily in very gypsy-like activities, such as selling crystals at swap meets and street fairs, and doing multi-level marketing for like a million different MLM companies.
Yep.
That's how it works. You know what I mean? They get you in, and it's not about you; it's about the money. You know what I mean? And this kind of goes back to like the freaking the whole GrowTube drama shit. Is everybody's claiming that GrowTube's all about the money now? And I'm going, what fucking money? These guys have gotten a couple of free lights and some gear and shit. But I mean, I understand that costs money, but there's lots of ways.
They don't have the subscribers to be making a shitload. I mean, no. Okay, hold on now. We're forgetting Super Chat.
Hey, no, let's go back to this. There is Super Chat.
Super Chat hard. They made some money off Super Chat, bro.
Hold up. See, you don't understand the creator end as well as Super Chat takes 35% of everything Super Chat gets.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, at the same time, have you been seeing the donate when people are dropping $420 donations for a bong rip? You're making some money off of that. Let's not be. They've made some to buy, equipment for, upgrades and stuff for the show. Like they do make some money off Super Chat. Like they don't off of subscribers. They don't have the numbers for that. But Super Chat.
It's not about numbers. That all boils down to AdSense. And watch me get banned from YouTube or something for revealing something creators aren't supposed to reveal. And
minutes watched, I guess.
Huh?
Isn't it like the minutes that people watch of your video?
Demographics have little to do with monetization. You could have an extremely popular channel that gets tons and tons of views, but because the topic is something that is not what YouTube deems or its partners. See, it's not so much YouTube itself, it's the ad campaign people that work with them to generate revenue or whatever the fuck they're doing. This whole YouTube rejack off thing. I don't know. I'll probably, like I said, go get banned from YouTube for saying this. But if you're not advertiser friendly enough, then you don't get any revenue. They'll just tell you all your videos are worthless.
Yeah, which I mean, if you're a weed one on YouTube, that pretty much qualifies.
Well, some do and some don't. They've been very kind of weird about the way they choose that too, like who gets to. Because some channels are. You see, I mean, we all watch the videos and we see whose channels have ads on them and whose don't. That's a real simple fix. Like if you ever go on YouTube and you watch somebody's videos, you ever see an ad on a Vader video?
I don't think so.
Because he doesn't monetize his videos. Because his videos are about, this is what I was getting at, his videos are about sharing knowledge. Yeah. But now you got to realize, there's the other side of that coin. You do have to, if you're seeking, to broaden your scope, that there is a point where content alone won't do it. You need help. And you need help from a company that can afford to help you. Yep. If you really want to make something popular and big and whatever. But, that all boils down to personal preference. And I don't hate on anybody for having their game however they want to hustle it. If you got to, I said that in some of my earlier videos too. If you got to freaking get on YouTube and hustle on YouTube to freaking make money and whatever, fucking get on it.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, even if they make money off of, the Super Chat, that's still not, satisfying the whole claims of people that they're only doing it for like money from like advertisers and stuff because they're not making money really from advertisers.
They're making big money because of these things, donations say on average, and I know this is being generous, say on average they made $1,000 in a Super Chat a week.
Dude, they probably do easily. I've watched them make like a few grand easy.
I've seen it too, but some of that was like self-donated. I mean, how much does Sub give?
Well, yeah, that's true. Sub did like to donate a lot in the beginning. I don't know if he still does. I haven't really been paying as much attention. But yeah, no, I definitely remember there were, times when like people would donate $420 just to get a bong rip or something like that.
There was a couple of episodes.
And exert a lot of money.
Where it got a little weird like that, yeah. But, I mean...
Especially more so in the beginning of Super Chat, I think.
There was a who was it? Riley Reid. So my
It's a porn
audience,
star, isn't it?
my audience is 95% male.
That's a porn star, isn't it?
Y'all better know who Riley Reid is. So Riley Reid did an AMA on Reddit the other day, right?
Yep.
And it was very popular. It was on the front page, even if you're not like big into porn. But yeah, she did an AMA, and she was very honest with a lot of topics and covered everything very in depth. Any question you could imagine asked. So one of the questions that got asked, that got passed around the internet, I saw, was this guy who said, "Okay, so I paid $350 for your premium Snapchat because she, as a porn actress, has the like where you can get like special access to her little selfie videos or whatever the fuck they're doing." Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And he's like, "You haven't posted anything in like a month or 2 weeks, whatever." He was complaining basically that he paid a lot of money for her premium Snapchat and it didn't really have anything in it. And she went on there and was like, "I'm sorry, I've been kind of busy these last couple of weeks, you know, or whatever." And like, you know, it happens. I'm sorry if that's, you know, how you feel about it. But like a lot of the people were on the side of, well, dude, you're the one who spent $350 to get Snapchats from a porn star.
Yeah. Like,
you thought you were going to get satisfied by that? I mean, like, if you had that kind of money to spend, then that's your choice to spend your money. But like, if you, it doesn't make sense that you could be upset at the content creator because I gave you good money and then the content that I wanted didn't come up. Well, it doesn't work that way. You gave them money because you liked their content.
Exactly.
And if they got busy 1 month or whatever and didn't have time to make the content that you wanted, you know what I mean? It cracks me up.
Yep.
But that's how people get invested because they feel like, you know, these people on YouTube are part of their lives, and they are to some extent. You know what I mean? These episodes always kind of wander around from, you know, pot to not to philosophy, it seems like. But you know, that's how I feel.
Dude,
that's how I feel.
We could go through the whole like
represented
how to grow. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Like, I mean, some people want to hear that, but like they don't want to hear it from. I mean, you can watch any of the other channels that have already covered it.
Well, and I'm always glad to answer questions. I'm working right now on a video for more in depth on my blue mats because I've been getting a lot of how those work and how do you like them and how do you install them and what are the
there needs to be a good video on that, like all the fucking struggles that you will face with the blue mat and how to like overcome them.
I mean, it's different, no doubt. It's not the same as other top feed systems, but I do feel that it's more efficient, and I continue to run them because I like them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. But there's just certain things that you need to like be aware of before, like, hey, you probably shouldn't put a whole bunch of nutrients in this res, and then not have drip clean or something in there with it because it'll turn into a gel. Get blocked up and then dump your entire res on the floor.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like making sure that your amount of plants drinking. I mean, there's a few things to cover in this that I've learned dialing these in myself, like how fast you want your res to drain to avoid getting into that glippity gloop where your res starts to do nasty things. And I'm even thinking about switching because I've had air stones in them. And then I've run them without air stones because Canna said not to. And then I was talking to Nerd, and Nerd said to on the stone just use the bubbler pump because it's the surface tension is all you really need. It's not like no amount of awesome air stone is going to actually introduce oxygen to the water. It simply bubbles through the water, which breaks the surface tension, which keeps the oxygen at atmospheric levels.
Yeah.
You're going to get greater
than atmospheric levels with how slow
without those.
System,
you've seen those.
The blue mounts
you've seen those.
I don't really know that the oxygen would make its way into there, anyways. Like,
it just means that you need to maintain the oxygen at atmospheric levels. It can't get stagnant.
Yeah.
Unmixed, it tends to stagnate faster and cause that anaerobic bacterial and microbial, the stuff in the water starts to eat the oxygen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you get less oxygen. But if you have caused just by bubbles, so Nerd was saying, just a fish pump.
Yep.
Something to keep the surface from being still, so that like the the bottom of the tank is constantly kind of cycling to the top and sides and around again. Something to keep some kind of motion there.
Yeah.
In fact, the way I heard it from Vader, he relies on the waterfall effect of his flood and drains in his reservoirs, and doesn't have air stones.
Huh. I mean, that kind of is surprising, but
as long as the water's surface tension is mixed and broken and changed, and that's all you're really going to get, unless you put one of those, they're called the fizzy pop things that freaking you can put in the tank, and it causes some sort of.
Are you talking about those crazy ones that like it looks like it causes like smoke under the water?
Yep.
Yeah, those I can't.
So those will actually they're splitting the O and the H apart. They're splitting the hydrogen from the oxygen.
Yeah, I can't remember what the fuck those are called.
And the hydrogen free in the water. So those will actually raise your oxygen levels of your res above atmospheric levels. But barring that, all you really need is a break in the surface tension.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh. I didn't even know they didn't use air stones, but now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen one in any of their reses in any video ever. It's just a pump.
That's kind of what I liked always about Vader's videos, was that his videos completely basic enough that anybody can kind of follow along and learn. There's always these hidden nuggets that you'd really have to dig for, and it feels like Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be smart to get it. And anybody that's like sitting out there and is like, oh, I just don't get Rick and Morty, it's lame. Well, it's lame if you're just into the pedestrian element of freaking animated comedy. There is some more depth to this than.
I love that show so much.
You have to be to the Szechuan sauce too,
Yeah. Every time I've been taking pictures of someone, and I'll like go to show the model like the pictures that I've taken. I'm like, let me show you what I've got. Just every single time. I'll show you what I've got. And they I feel bad when they don't know what I'm talking about.
Kids all the time. And we're like, your purpose is to make them dinner.
What? You pass butter. Oh.
Make dinner.
Yep. I love it. That's such a good show, especially when you're baked.
Chat's quieting down. We've been up an hour. I'm going to go take a quick 5. I should put my logo up and turn some music on or something.
Yep.
And then we can take a quick 5. We'll come back and do this in another little segment. See if maybe I can message Lefty. I got to check some messages anyway. We'll roll up a doobie, take a bathroom break. You know what I mean? I ain't looking to sit here all day, but yeah, we gonna. Why? Quit telling me to restart. Well, let's see. I will turn my video off so you can only see my logo, and then I will check for you, Tara Blad. Maybe. Aha.
You got to get us some music.
It's coming. I didn't have a window set up for this eventuality.
Ah, yes. You live and you learn.
It's coming. I remember that whatever I play on this will just play as like super loud music over the stream. So if you're not into super loud music, oh well, I could probably turn my feed down a little bit too. But I think it still comes through pretty loud. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, hell yeah. This will totally work. Is that too loud, Ghost? Can you hear that?
Nope, I can hear it. Is that Zelda? It is. Fucking magical. I'm gonna go throw some pots around and cut grass.
My belly. I mean, she's got like, I'll let her finish. Not bad. One song, great. 4 minutes and 12 seconds. That's a good take 5. I don't know if Ghost is back yet, but I'm good. I have relieved myself and washed my hands and answered some text messages and handled my business. Oh, we lost a couple people over that break. Sorry about that, guys. we do have bodily functions that we have to take care of. But we will roll up another doobie here. In fact, let's see.
I'm back.
Fact, did you enjoy the song Ghost? I don't know if our viewers did. We lost a couple of people over
Zelda?
there.
They might have wanted to go play Zelda,
like,
in all honesty. Like, I felt like going and grabbing a sword and smashing some grass and some pots or whatnot.
A gal named Taylor Davis who plays violin, and she does a lot of cover songs from like 8-bit video games.
Huh.
One of my favorites.
Now, I thought that you would... I've never heard of her, but I have heard of Lindsay Sterling, who used to do a bunch of those.
Yes. It's similar vein, but different gal.
Yep. Well, that's pretty dope.
Oh, I'm going to roll up a monstrous joint here.
I wish I could, man. But I've got an inspection. I'm over at my girlfriend's place here, and I'm about to have an apartment inspection. So I've had to like hide the volcano and shit. Yeah.
And hate that shit. I'm
It's
so glad. So
dumb.
I'm so glad to be in a place because I rented from a big rental agency out here in California for years. And yeah, twice a year they want to come in and check all the smoke detectors and just wander through and poke around.
They do it monthly.
Monthly?
Dude, it is insane. They inspect more here than they did when I was in the military. Like,
you know why?
No.
Because the rental laws out there are so in favor of the tenant that in order to get somebody out, you have to like prove a case, and you really have to freaking put it together. We were actually in West Virginia. I'm sure it's not terribly different out there. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
you had to really go through. We were landlords, and it sometimes if people were like being prick, causing some drama, or running a drug operation out of your freaking house.
Yeah,
it happens. You know what I mean? You're like, God damn, dude, I can't be having this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
It takes forever because everything's in the freaking benefit of the tenants out there. In fact, I'm sure you guys have it the same way where if you're unable to like pay your utilities, that the landlord's required to keep them paid.
I don't know, actually. I'm not certain.
No, in West Virginia, that's how it was.
Oh man.
So like in the wintertime, freaking there was a lot of tenants would just like not pay their gas bill because they knew we couldn't leave them without gas because it's considered illegal.
Ugh. Now that one would be a tricky situation.
You really got to vet people, you know what I mean? And you got to inspect all the time and keep up on it because if you got people that are friggin' fucking up, you know what I mean? You can't afford to keep them around. You got to start getting them out now they're in.
Yep. That makes sense. And these are new apartments too, so it's like for a while, we thought that they're just inspecting because, well, it's a new building. And shit's like, you got to make sure it's all working. But like, dude, it's been like 2 years. And they've been going like every month. It's gotten ridiculous.
All right.
Yeah. It's a bit much. A bit much indeed. But whatever. So what are you rolling up now?
Blue Dream.
Blue Dream. Nice.
California's favorite. They just voted it in.
Did they?
Yeah, everybody loves it. So there's a little joint.
I like Blue Dream. Who doesn't? Honestly, like it's not like my favorite, but it's it's up there. And
it's a nice daytime smoke. I can smoke a nice sized joint of Blue Dream and still probably finish my day. If I had smoked a joint this size of that dark helmet,
hey, hold on 1 second.
In fact, I'll put.
Hold on, I'll be
No,
right
I
back.
don't think he's got to actually like strip down and take it in the brown eye or anything. You don't have to strip down, do you, Gus? Uh-oh. Maybe they're there right now. Maybe he's stripping down as we speak. But what I was saying is I can smoke a joint with this. That dark helmet the other day, Sunday.
Okay, I'm back.
So Sunday I freaking smoked a joint of that dark helmet first thing in the morning.
Oh, Kevin, no, I do not have to strip down for the inspection. My operation is not located here. Yeah, my operation is very much so in a non-inspection location.
I wasn't sure if he was talking about stripping down your grow or stripping down yourself. I think he may have been going the other way.
I mean, yeah, totally get naked and just sit on my couch for it. Just, hey, what's up? No, yeah, no, that'd be a nightmare. Not the operation. Nope. Yeah, no, I don't. That'd be kind of weird. Like, bend over and touch your toes. We're gonna inspect the tenants today.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like I said, that sounds like feudalism with extra steps.
it is, man. It is. It's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. I imagine that you could probably actually complain about it and manage to get him to stop. Maybe. I don't know.
You think Ninja'd be proud?
Oh man, that thing is it's like a fatty there.
We call them a hog leg.
Yeah.
It's not quite a spliff. It's not quite a spliff. It's got that freaking short and stout, like a hand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like
We call them.
it's like you just rolled yourself a mini cigar. That'll do.
This is something I was thinking about the other day. Is like we got the y'all know Bingus, right?
No.
The old boy that's okay. He's part of like GML's network and stuff. He's an old boy. He's kind of funny. He's an old hippie guy. Sometimes he gets a little far out, starts going down the organite crystal path, and you're like, oh shit, Bingus, he getting weird. He's cool, dude. But Bingus, right? But he's got this whole like he's got Urban Dictionary page that explains what Bingus is. And so I feel like I got to make myself an Urban Dictionary page to explain what Mardoober is because freaking everybody's like, Mardoober, what's a Mardoober? And I'm like, okay, Mardoober, it's a marijuana doober, marijuana cigarette, it's a joint. I'm Mr. Joint, Mardoober. It was just it's something you could say to your homies without like people raising their eyebrows saying, did that guy just say he wanted to go smoke a joint?
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. I hadn't thought about that before.
When we were youngsters growing up, even though California is like the land of legal weed or whatever, it wasn't legal back then. You know what I mean? It was very much not legal.
Yeah.
And you'd get in all the shit for it. So we'd all kind of made up our own little freaking vernacular that we would have so that we could talk about getting stoned or taking mushrooms or dropping acid or whatever that wasn't something that sounded like
like what it was.
Yeah, you want to buy an ounce, you say, hey, you know what I mean? It's got a box of cereal.
Nice. Nice. It makes sense to me. It's kind of still the way it is out here.
Yeah, and that's like we were talking about Logie the other day. Is like with all this legal shit coming, it's kind of changed it. So there's a lot of I don't want to say white collar, but like not necessarily people that would have ever had anything to do with this if there was even the smack of illegality to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to say square, yeah, but like straight people, you know what I mean? That are like, hey, ain't got no problems with cannabis, In fact, they're kind of into it, but they never were into it because it was something that could have caused problems in their life.
Yeah.
You see the old grandpas and stuff that are like, oh yeah, I used to love that shit back in the day, but once I got kids and wife, and now like my arthritis and I got glaucoma, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, that's cool. Like Lefty's family that freaking has absolutely no beef with it, whether they're not like really into it or not. If it was illegal, they'd have no interest.
Yeah.
As a legal venture, all of a sudden there's a whole large subset of people that are now totally interested in cultivating cannabis. And it's more than just, people like the thugs back in the day that were, running illegal grow ops on a large scale. And that was the only place commercial weed came from.
Yeah, I know. I can't even, like,
It's hard to imagine. It's really mind-boggling, actually, to imagine the amount and like what all used to be involved with this, like when it was all illegal.
Well, like I said, I got busted coming across the Mexican border with 106 pounds back in the day. You know what I mean? And that's like, yeah, federal shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how it got here. That's how, California didn't used to always have the dank hydro. In fact, when I was a kid growing up 20 years ago, you know what I mean? Hydro was around, but it was in its infancy. You know what I mean? Talk about that pre-98, Bubba.
Yep.
17 and 98. We were already smoking weed. You know what I mean? Bubba Kush was around. We remember that. You paid fucking dearly for fucking good weed like that. But it was in its infancy. It was in its infancy. The majority of freaking pot on the street back then was all freaking just Mexican brickweed, you know what I mean? Or some hippie's backyard boogie.
Oh man, I remember when it was like $700 for an ounce of AK-47.
Yeah, because it was getting imported from freaking Cali to New York to freaking, all points south and north of there, you know what I mean? And that should have changed hands so many times. My ex-wife used to drive cross country and make runs to Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Jet homies out in Pittsburgh, and freaking like once a month she'd make a run out to Pittsburgh and bring a pound of our stuff to Pittsburgh.
See, you never know where it winds up in. It's
that was a joke. There was a point there in like the late 90s, early 2000s where like I could legitimately say, it was some fucking like, George Young shit, where I could legitimately say that if you were like in the Inland Empire and bought weed, like it either came from me or somebody that I knew. You know what I mean? It was some heavy shit. Like, and then there was like other markets that like had opened up through homies that had freaking it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I did my shit back then, and I got popped, and it sucked, and I had to freaking fly relatively straight for a lot of years because that's what had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I popped.
And it's so dumb because it's for something that's like not even harmful for people.
Oh yeah.
It's like you getting arrested for importing 106 pounds of lettuce.
Well, devil's lettuce.
Yeah. I mean, the best sort of lettuce.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean,
my daughter drew.
It's just a plant.
My daughter drew a picture of jazz cabbage. She got this cabbage, and he's got a saxophone and a beret and start glasses.
Nice.
And she like, that's the jazz cabbage.
It sounds like a good nickname for jazz cabbage.
Yep.
It sounds
My
like
kids are cool. They know what's up.
Yeah. Oh, bad. I wonder if Lefty's going to be popping in. I know he said he had to take the kids to get shots.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh, holy crap. Holy crap. Hold on. Let's see if we can. Oh, now, oh shit, my phone's blowing up all kinds of shit now.
Uh-oh.
I just get like extra. So, okay, I will stay official with this. I just received word from Crazy Dago. All is good. Channel's up. I had to remove graffiti. The show will go on. So, anybody who had any questions, ProTube having any kind of hiatus or the Friday night slot being open, I don't want to get all freaking like. Well, actually, dude, thank you Google for making everything so awesome like that. Like, yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that, but probably not because I'm not close enough. Words up. Tube's live. Don't trip.
Nice.
I don't know. Did you happen to catch that post Tricky D made yesterday?
What?
Oh, Tricky D. He said he'll be taking the Friday night slot.
Oh. That's cute.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
was like, wow, man, like that? Like,
oh,
that was
okay.
fast.
I mean, best of luck to him.
Yeah. I was like, wow. I don't know.
I'm not going to be tuning in.
I love how, like, the slightest, stench of weakness or, anything, and, like, people just start freaking, like, dividing up that whole mob mentality. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Everybody's got to take sides. Like,
for him, you're against him. And I'm like, I ain't for him or against him. I think both these guys have a right to freaking do what they did and say what they said. And freaking, this is what it is. You know what I mean? That's life.
oh, yeah.
It's a shitty
No,
I've been through
totally
a few
what it is.
my time. Situations happen, and you just got to fucking move on. And sometimes you got to take some actions in the meantime that other people may not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was unavoidable. Like, I think it was probably unavoidable that, NV got as emotional about it as he did because it's his sister-in-law. No shit, he's going to get emotional about it. And it's unavoidable that Dago had to respond when NV called for the killing of someone on a Weedstagram or like a, weed-related show. Like, it's unavoidable that he would have to take actions against that. Like, all of it was just kind of like everyone's hand was kind of forced in it. I doubt that Dago wanted to remove NV at all, but like when he's saying stuff like that, he doesn't have a choice.
You have to do the end of the freaking conversation. There is whatever makes you sleep at night. You know what I mean? If you're in a situation where freaking you just feel like you have to do something or you ain't gonna say something, whatever. I mean, it's got to be done, got to be said, and whatever helps you sleep at night. But you got to realize that that's gonna,
all consequences. All actions have consequences.
True colors thing, and then I kind of like it because it means you get to see everybody like how they really would have stand or fall, or who is so quick to, jump to persecute or aid or whatever. You know what I mean? It's interesting to watch the community kind of flop around and go, whoa, wow, that's how everybody felt about that? That was your real feels, homie? I didn't know that went.
Yeah, and there's lots of divided parties because at this point in time, I mean, it used to be like everyone in this game was in the underworld, so we're all kind of on the same page on stuff, but now it's a legitimate business and we're trying to make it more legitimate for everyone to where, like old people and people that are generally not, involved in this game are no longer opposed to it.
Aquariums. You know what I mean? That's what it boils down to. Like shit like that. We're like we're saying the other day, got a lot of us into the whole like community because he was out there making content that was just fucking groundbreaking. You know what I mean? The stuff that he was talking about was stuff that nobody else anywhere was talking about.
We're talking about Grow Mouse, right?
Mouse was putting out some content at that. This is like what, almost exactly a year ago now.
Oh yeah.
Last started dropping some content. It was just game changing as far as like the grow community was concerned.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
by all means, I think Green Jeans is probably also doing it, but like
Mouse happened to be like this panel show. We all started kind of like watching Mouse's co-hosted panel show. Like, oh, these guys seem pretty. What up, Dibby2?
Yep.
I didn't see you sneak in there, homie. Always checking it out. Doobie2 is here with us every week. So is Jeff Green. I like to see these same people come back every week. It's awesome. You know, it's fun to be able to chat with y'all and answer questions, or, you know, just shoot the shit. You know what I mean? I don't understand why it's always got to be 100% like grow science. And I don't get me wrong, I love the grow science. Like I was just saying, that's what brought me here in the first place, was all the science.
But you can only talk about. There's only so much stuff to talk about before it gets old and stagnates.
Yep.
That is the challenge. But man, I'm gonna have to get out of here sometime soon.
Yep, me too. We got a couple of people in here. We'll say hello. We'll say goodbye to Doobie2. Go back through and give everybody a cheers for friggin' showing up. We had Kevin Brennan, Jeff Green, 007, RF3, Warnock 69, Triple X. We had Cali Medical Grower, of course. We had, who else do we have here? I thought there was somebody else. Someone special. Oh, they were very special. So special. JB, Growbud. Everybody who tuned in. Kevin Brennan, who like stuck through like the whole damn thing, man. You would hear from like day in, day out. So yeah, we're probably gonna wrap it up here anyway. We thank you for sticking with us for almost 2 hours. We started a few minutes late. We'll be back next Monday. Hopefully Lefty will be able to join us. I don't know if Ghost will be with us, but I'll be here.
I'll do my best. I'll be here.
But thank you all for tuning in. And remember, Ghost, you don't have to drop call instantly if you want to hang out for like 2 more seconds just to say hi-bye. But we're going to kill the broadcast there. Thank you all. Mr. Mardoober out. You got anything to add to that, Mr. Ghost?
No, man. Just thanks, everybody, for stopping by. I'll see you guys next week. And try and stay chill. Remember, people, we smoke herb. We grow herb. Love each other.
We love everybody. Everybody that can be loved and deserves to be loved, right? You know what I mean?
Try and be good to each other.
A little hate there, and then that makes it hard. But that doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means that I ain't loving you at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we got to do. All right, Mr. Mardoober out. Thanks for staying with us.